Oh, what is the Upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 139 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all of the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And when there's a big old pay-per-view like there will be this weekend with Forbidden Door, I will be reviewing that pay-per-view on a separate episode. So let's get into the Monday Night Raw recap. They are in Indianapolis. That is in a place. We got Drew McIntyre kicking off the show. He quit, by the way. He's back after a whole week off. He arrives, he cuts a promo. Drew says he is done with the CM Punk fans. McIntyre pulls out a very personal bracelet that belongs to CM Punk, trash-talking Larry the dog, calling him stupid-looking. Oh my goodness. Drew McIntyre, I love you, but don't talk shit about dogs, man. Come on. Dog didn't do anything. And his name is Larry. Come on. Drew will win back his championship while Punk watches at home in pain wearing Punk's bracelet. Ooh, another damn fine promo right here from Drew McIntyre as this awesome hatred rivalry between Punk and Drew McIntyre continues on. We have Chad Gable. He arrives with a group of security just in case the Wyatt Six attack him again. Now we move on to the first match. It's Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser. Braun runs through Kaiser with his crazy speed. Breaker jumps off of the apron, clotheslines Kaiser over the table. Breaker nails the run-up Frankenstein. The crowd goes wild. Kaiser about to squish Braun between the steel steps, but Sheamus arrives, intercepts Ludwig with a knee to the face, and sadly the match is disqualified. Sheamus is going to powerbomb Kaiser through the announce table, but Braun Breaker stops him, hits a spear. Good match going on before all the interference and shit, but Breaker banging on Adam Pearce's door backstage. He is super pissed about all the attacks and shenaniganery. Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn appears, says a title shot whenever, wherever, whatever, however. Braun suggests, let's do it at Money in the Bank, bitch. And it is on, baby. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, IC title at Money in the Bank. Oh my god. That should be fucking awesome. We move on. Dom Mysterio still dealing with Liv. Now Liv is sending pictures to Dom's phone, which is just, oh dear. But Carlito likes it. He's like, that's pretty cool. But Damian does not think it is cool. In fact, Finn rallies the troops looking to take out Braun Strowman tonight. Oh my goodness. Liv Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good. We have Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. Lyra Valkyria versus Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. Sane with a dive off of the top rope wipes out everybody. Baszler's stiff knee upside the head of Lyra. How you doing? Valkyria rolls through Shayna's Karafuda clutch. Sane nails Shayna with the insane elbow. There you go. Lyra hits Kairi with the Nightwing to win. Lyra Valkyria qualifies for Money in the Bank. This was a very good, fast-paced match. Some stiff shots thrown out there. Smooth performances all around, unlike myself. 7.5 out of 10. We have Indianapolis. Big announcement here. They are getting SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania in 2025. I am straight up jealous, y'all. You're getting 3 of the big 4 pay-per-views all in one place, man. Come on, spread the love out a little bit. Give one to Canada. Jesus. Drew McIntyre wants to be in the Money in the Bank, but Adam Pearce tells him, you gotta qualify like everybody else. Liv Morgan walks by and makes her way to the ring to wait for like 10 minutes for commercials and all that shit, and then she calls out Dom, hoping he likes the gifts that she sent him. Selena Vega arrives instead, looking for a title shot tonight. Dom finally arrives, cutting off poor Selena Vega. Dom tries to speak over all the boos, but struggles. Selena and Liv start brawling. Rey Mysterio arrives to break it up. Dom just can't help it. He has to shove his deadbeat dad down to the ground, and then he cheeses it out of there. Poor Selena, though. Hopefully she does get that title shot next week. She was kind of just like shoved to the side right here to whatever. But yeah, hopefully she gets that. Backstage, Liv Morgan thanks Dom for saving her, gives him a big ol' hug, and Dom is grossed out and he leaves. R-Truth appears. Liv uses R-Truth to get Judgment Day a tag team title match to help butter up Judgment Day a little bit. So now Liv is going to start helping out Judgment Day just to get to Dom. That's sick. Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. It's Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed, and Chad Gable. My. Chad Gable cuts a promo bragging about surviving the Wyatt 6 attack last week. Bronson throws Gable out of the ring, then hits a running dive. My goodness. Braun hums Gable at Bronson and then starts up the Strowman Express, running over Reed and Gable. Chad, impressive chaos theory to Reed. Showing off the strength. Bronson power slammed onto the floor. That was a nasty bump. Judgment Day, they show up attacking Strowman, taking him out of the match. Gable nails the moonsault on Reed, pins, and wins. Gable miraculously is heading to Money in the Bank, baby. Pretty good match. Fun watching Gable getting tossed around by the big man. Good work from him. Gable celebrating. The lights go out. Oh, no. They're here. They're back. The smoke fills the ring. The creepy lady enters the ring. Gable books it the fuck out of there. He's scared. Creepy lady grabs a box, places it on the announce table in front of Michael Cole, and then exits the arena. The fuck just happened right there? I don't even know. What's in the fucking box, says everybody. Cole opens the box. There is a VHS tape inside of it that says play me. A VHS tape is if you didn't know, a old style of media to which we would watch stuff in VCRs. Very interesting. Anyway, Gable is running backstage. He finds Alpha Academy and apologizes to them. Wait, what? Was Gable just scared straight? Did that just happen? Regardless, too little too late, says Otis. We are Dunyan Rings. The Creeds show up looking to help Gable. Oh no, is Gable just going to latch on to the Creeds now and do what he's doing with them? Or are the Creeds going to become heels and rally behind Gable? Very interesting. I don't like that for the Creeds, but I would much rather them be involved in something rather than them just standing around doing nothing. So I'll take it. We have Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, the tag team champions, versus Chance and Carter. We get a gory bomb Russian leg sweep combo. Dawn and Fire win. Quick match, solid tag team offense from both sides. Damage Control attack the champions after the bell. They are looking for a title shot. We have Damian Priest. He returns to find Finn Balor playing video games. Balor calms Priest down, telling him Liv got them tag title shots. So, yeah, Damian's like, oh, all right, that's pretty cool. We have Miz. He finds R-Truth. He is not happy. They have a title defense in moments against Judgment Day. Truth said he did it for love because, he thinks that Liv Morgan is Carmella, and yeah, so it's just a whole bunch of confusion. Anyway, World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest cuts a promo. Priest praises Rollins, but as long as Priest has the title, Seth Rollins will not become world champion again. This summons Seth frickin' Rollins. Seth points out all the assistance that Priest gets from Judgment Day. Seth wants to make the match more interesting, so if Damian wins, Seth cannot challenge for the title again. But if Seth wins, Damian Priest leaves Judgment Day. Ooh. Damian claims Judgment Day needs him more than he needs them, so Priest accepts the offer. Gunther enters the chat excited to see the match and who will win. Gunther reminds them whoever wins will lose to Gunther at SummerSlam. Oh, baby. Solid segment right here. We're spicing up the title match a little bit. Gunther looming over them as a constant threat. He has a title match set for SummerSlam against whoever wins this one. We have the mysterious VHS tape is played, and it's a member of the Wyatt Six having a therapy session. It's Bo Dallas, real-life brother of Bray Wyatt. It's Bo Dallas. So Bo Dallas is this howdy-doody looking character or whatever, but he's having a therapy session with himself. So he has the howdy-doody character, and then it's Bo Dallas also in the room. They're chatting with each other. So Bo Asked about the loss of his brother, Bray Wyatt, Bo, very emotional response, of course. This was just a cool, eerie segment. I will point out that the face that Howdy Doody or whatever was making was rather funny, but yeah, it's a cool segment, man. Thumbs up. We have Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross up next. Final Testament attacking Xavier backstage. Kofi is distracted. Karrion hits the final prayer and quickly defeats Kofi. Decent short match, but Karrion, let me ask you this, bro. How is beating up Xavier supposed to get him to join up with y'all? Idiot. You're such a stupid idiot, Karrion. Main event time. World Tag Team Championships on the line. Awesome Truth defending against Judgment Day. Finn Balor and JD McDonough with the Judgment Day. We have Liv Morgan. She arrives to support Judgment Day. Miz is on fire off of the hot tag, knees McDonough's face, and then nails a double DDT. Miz boots Dom in the face, nails a skull-crushing finale on JD, but Carlito places JD's foot on the rope, saving him. Strowman again arrives and chases away Judgment Day. Truth with the Cena combo hits a 10-knuckle shuffle. Liv distracts again, distracting Truth with a hug, and then hangs Truth up on the ropes. Oh no! Finn takes advantage, nails the coup to Gracie, pins, and new World Tag Team Champions, Judgment Days, Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Really good main event match right here. Miz and Truth having great hot tags in this match, hitting big old combos. It was overall a fun short run as champions, a lot of funny segments and moments. Yet Miz just, I don't know, he tries. He always puts in a great effort, but I didn't like him doing the rap with R-Truth. I wasn't feeling it. But a solid run for them. Morgan helping Judgment Day now to get closer to Dom. Bold strategy. But it looks like it's working. Judgment Day kind of lowering their guards a little bit more now around Liv Morgan. They may even let her start hanging around them now. Who knows? But still a big question mark. What happens when Rhea Ripley shows back up? It's going to be drama. 7.5 out of 10. Good main event and a good show this week. Liv Morgan continues her infiltration of Dom Mysterio in the Judgment Day. Really liking it. Final Testament, the New Day story is getting very confusing. I don't know where we're going with it anymore. The Wyatt Six video revealing Bo Dallas as a member was really good. That was like the guy. I knew that it was Bo Dallas for quite some time, that he was in the works, but didn't want to reveal that information just in case someone didn't know. But now the cat is out of the bag. Some quick whatever matches, and some really good matches. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw. We'll head over now to NXT 2.0, and they're kicking off this show with the number 1 contenders tag team turmoil match. And it starts with Blade and Inoue versus NCR, Dunn, and Bate. We get the bitter end countered into a nice DDT by Inoue. Anti-air punch by Dunn. The double team with Bate takes out Blade and Inoue. We move on next. It's Garza and Berto. They're out next. They hit a awesome, gory, face buster move on Bate. Get a near fall there. Apollo shows up, distracting Berto and Garza. Bate nails the Tyler Driver, and they advance to the next team, which is the Good Brothers. They're next. Magic Killer countered into a roll-up. NCR with a miraculous victory over the Good Brothers. They move on. It's Mr. Chase and Duke of Chase U. They're the final team. Duke double Uranagi plants Bate onto Dunn. Ow. Ridge takes a dive for Mr. Chase, who then plants Bate, winning the tag team turmoil. Aw, damn it. God damn it, Ridge. Just go away. I don't like you. I really wanted to see NCR at the fucking Heatwave, but we're getting Chase U, which is fine. Great effort from Bate and Dunn. Really just, they've taken out all those teams. And Berto and Garza, they were also pretty good there in their little moment in the match. 7 out of 10. We have Dante Chen tells Frazier he's got his back just in the Heritage Cup match, if need be. But Axiom arrives after thinking it over for a little bit. He is all about supporting his buddy Nathan Frazier in his match. So all is well again. Ethan Page cuts a promo. He is not all well. He's pissed off, in fact. Javon Evans is number 1 contender. He's pissed about that. Pissed off that he wasn't officially eliminated from the Battle Royale. And he's also pissed that he beat Javon Evans last week and he's still not in the title picture. Page makes some good arguments. Out comes Ava Raine. Her decision is cut off by Shawn Spears. Spears says he's going to beat Trick Willie tonight. And this summons the NXT champion, who gets in a brawl with Shawn Spears and Ethan Page. Javon Evans arrives to even up the odds. Could there be a fatal 4-way for the championship at Heatwave? We will find out in moments. Hank and Tank super amped up backstage. They want to take NCR up on their offer for a match with them whenever, whatever, however, looking for a chance to prove themselves. NCR accept the challenge, but obviously not for tonight. Another time. We have Stevie Turner speaking with Mr. Stone, and I guess Mr. Stone is becoming like a co-GM or assistant to the GM or something like that. Turner wants to speak with Ava, but Mr. Stone says no. So it's a standoff. They just stand there. Okay. Joe Coffey with Gallus versus Wesley up next. Joe up-kicked in the face. That just looked nasty. And then he is planted on his head with a mean DDT. Rough night for Joe. Lee hits the cardiac kick, defeating Joe Coffey. Really solid, quick match. Like I said, some rough bumps there for Joe Coffey. Obafemi appears, claiming he will destroy Wesley in Toronto for the title. Yeah. The family get interviewed backstage. The Dawn has a brilliant plan to punch Nathan Frazier in the face and then to see what happens from there. Great plan. I love it. Heritage Cup Championship on the line. Tony D defending with the family against Nathan Frazier with Axiom. Frazier, with his quickness, catches Dawn off guard with a quick roll-up, and Nathan Frazier is up 1-0 almost immediately, and the Dawn is pissed. Tony stops Nathan with a spine buster, tying up the match 1-1, end of round 2. Frazier hits multiple dives to the outside. Dawn, another spine buster, gets a near fall. Nathan, coast-to-coast kick to Dawn's bad shoulder, gets a near fall there. Frazier nails the Phoenix Splash, but time runs out in the 5th round. We move on to the 6th round. Dawn hurls Frazier off of the top, hits another spinebuster, pins Frazier to retain the Heritage Cup. Great effort here from Frazier. Just amazing selling. He's so good. Dawn, solid performance as well. Works really good with Frazier. No outside shenanigans, which was awesome. 7.5 at that. We have Trick Williams. He is greeted by Javon. Trick tells Javon he should focus on his title opportunities. They do not come around very often or all the time. So just focus on that, bro. Trick also wants to focus by himself before his match versus Shawn Spears. Evans is like, it's all good, man. But could this potentially lead up to something more? Could, maybe Trick pushing away Javon? Is that going to build some animosity towards Trick? I don't know. We'll see. We have Roxanne Perez versus Carmen Petrovic. Lola Vice interrupts to join commentary. Petrovic building momentum. Roxanne kicks out. Carmen's bad leg nails the Pop Rocks for a decisive W. Lola gets into the ring, hits Roxanne with a spinning back fist, and steals the women's championship. She's out of here. Fine match overall, showing Roxanne's in-ring IQ being very high. Backstage, Lola drops the title on Ava's desk, wanting a title match at Heatwave. I like that. That was pretty badass right there, just dropping the title. She's like, I want this, and then she leaves. I like that. Pretty cool. We have Meta-4 with Noam Dar on video call. Dar is pleased with Mensa's work while he's been gone. And then Ora Mensa just tells a really personal story about his upbringing. Ora really happy to have found a family in Meta-4. Aw, Mensa, that was straight up lovely. That was nice. Thumbs up. We have Chaos backstage. It's the OC attacking ODM. Jada Pinkett, she calls out Michin for a match next week. Cool. But now we have Tavian Heights versus Damon Kemp with the No Quarter Catch Crew. And Tavian is fighting for a spot in the No Quarter Catch Crew if he wins. Kemp has his shoulder relocated by No Quarter Catch Crew. Not for real, but still gross. Tavian hits some great looking belly to belly suplexes, pins Kemp, and earns a spot in No Quarter Catch Crew. A fine, quick match. I hope it is going to be a successful run for Heights in No Quarter Catch Crew. I'm happy that he's being used. I really was impressed with him in the tournament that he was in earlier last year or something. Yeah, pretty cool. We have Blade and Anofi and Carly Blight, whatever. They're trying to have positive vibes, but Izzy Dame yucks the yum with Tatum Paxley creeping over them, so that'll probably lead into something at some point. Nathan Frazier is focused on yet another singles match. Axiom wants them both to be focused on defending the tag team titles at Heatwave, so again, we're kind of rolling right back into the same problem again with the tag champions. We have Women's North American Championship #1 contenders match. It is Ariana Grace versus Sol Ruka. Sol hits the Soul Snatcher, earning a shot at the North American Championship at Heatwave. That's a pretty solid back and forth match. Nice to see Ariana improving. She was more competitive in this match. Sol, a couple of slip-ups, but she recovered nicely. I'm wondering if Sol's knee is still bothering her. She has the knee brace on, and it seemed like the slip-up she had was kind of revolved around that bad knee where she messed up. So I don't know if it's still bothering her or not, but yeah, not a bad match. Main event time, Trick Williams versus Sean Spears. Trick and Sean teeing off on each other with some nasty chops. I like that. Ethan Page on commentary gets jumped by Ora Mensa. And then a hooded man tries to enter the ring. Dude throws Vicks candy all over the place, bonks Trick in the head with the table cover thing. Spears hits a C4 in the ring, pins the NXT champion. Whoa, who the fuck was that guy? Really solid main event match. The ending was very odd. We did not get an answer on who that hooded person was. Backstage, Ava announces it will be a fatal 4-way match at Heatwave for the NXT Championship. Oh, baby. It'll be, Trick Williams defending against Ethan Page, Javon Evans, and Sean Spears. Damn, that's going to be crazy. A lot of interesting stipulations here. You got Javon and Trick, they're friends, but they're going to be, competing against each other for the championship. And then you have Sean Spears and Ethan Page. They're heels. They're going to team up and work together. Eventually, that'll blow up. But yeah, that should be fun. Overall, really solid NXT this week, padding up the Heatwave pay-per-view with the Fatal 4-Way, Kalani and Ruka, and more. Solid wrestling throughout. The Heritage Cup match was really good. 6.5 out of 10 for NXT. Now we slide over to SmackDown. They are in New York City. We're in Madison Square Garden. And we gotta say some sad news here. Rest in peace to Sika Anuae. That is the legendary one half of the Wild Samoans and also Roman Reigns' father, part of the very legendary Anoa'i family with The Rock and Roman, the Usos, Rikishi, and so many others. So that is a massive blow to the wrestling family, to the bloodline, to all that stuff. So yeah, that is some very sad news. And so I don't know if that's why Roman's been gone for so long. Maybe his dad has been going through some health issues. Regardless, that is very sad news. So now we slide into the show. We have Solo and the Bloodline. They roll into the arena. Paul Heyman asks where Jacob Fatu is. Solo just ignores Heyman, and they make their way to the ring. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Orton meet them, or they stop them at the stage, and the brawl begins. Kevin Owens swanton bomb off of the guardrail and puts the Tongan through a frickin' table. Wow, thumbs up for that. Aldis and security try to take control of the situation. It goes badly. Kevin, Orton, and Cody, they demolish security as Aldis just leaves in frustration. I'm out of here. Rhodes and crew cutting a promo on the Bloodline. Cody calls Solo a seat holder, not a tribal chief. Oh, snap. Aldis returns with police, and the fun is over. Great chaotic opening in Madison Square Garden. Fuck yeah. We move to the Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. It's Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and Jade Cargill. We have Jade boots Tiffany in the face, picks up Candice and then throws her onto Stratton. That was good. Jax arrives to watch Jax arrives to watch, and then Bianca also shows up to make sure Jax doesn't do any bullshit. Indy Hartwell shoves Jade into the post. Stratton hits LeRae with the moonsault pins and qualifies for Money in the Bank. Really good match right here. Cargill looked great. Candice was also really impressive. 7.5 at that. We have the Street Profits speaking with Nick Aldis. The returning Pretty Deadly appear. They're talking about a musical or something. Profits suggest a musical beatdown, and yeah, that'll happen at some point. Welcome back, Pretty Deadly. We have Solo tells Heyman Fatu isn't here on Paul's recommendation. Solo is also having a ceremony to make Heyman Solo's official wise man, and Heyman is just like, please help me, get me out of here. We have Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. Santos Escobar versus LA Knight, versus Logan Paul. Logan cuts a promo and brings out a Indiana Pacers basketball player, Tyrese Halliburton, to troll the crowd, because I don't really know what's going on. Haven't been following NBA for the last couple of years. Paul dives onto Knight and then blasts Escobar into Paul with a dive. We have Logan alley-oop bombs Escobar onto Knight. That was cool. Escobar phantom driver to LA Knight. Logan makes the save there. Knight wicked leaping avalanche backplex to Escobar. Paul nails Knight with a swanton bomb, gets the near fall. And then we get some NBA players. They're fighting over brass knuckles or some shit. Knight BFT to Escobar. Logan rolls up Knight, grabs the tights. That gets reversed. Knight using the tights to steal the W. Yeah, LA Knight is going to Money in the Bank. Knight and Brunson, that's the NBA guy, I guess. They're chirping with Logan and Halliburton, possibly setting up a tag team match for SummerSlam, I'm thinking. Anyway, match was a banger. Consistent action, wild near falls. We got some unique offense in there. And Paul, another great job right here. 8 out of 10. We have Carmelo Hayes telling Apollo and Baron Corbin he's going to win Money in the Bank, make a t-shirt about it, and make some money. We have Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match. Yes, it is a triple threat. Blair Davenport versus Indy Hartwell versus Naomi. We have Blair and Indy temporary alliance against Naomi. Indy nice spinebuster to Blair onto Naomi. Jade arrives, shoves Indy into the ring post, getting revenge for earlier. Naomi ass blaster to Indy, pins and wins. Naomi qualifies for Money in the Bank. Good match right here. Some consistent action. Everyone getting some time to shine. 7 out of 10. We have DIY. They are confronted by tag team champions Austin Theory, or just tag champion Austin Theory. He is still upset from the kick to the face last week or something. DIY tells Theory that Waller isn't his friend. Meanwhile, that not friend, Grayson Waller, sneak attacks DIY. Now we have Solo and the Bloodline in the ring. Heyman doing his thing. He gets cut off by Solo, who wants the microphone. Crowd demanding Roman Reigns. Solo brings out Jacob Fatu instead. Sokoa tells the crowd to acknowledge him as Heyman looks on, just baffled. He's like, whoa, he's doing the Roman Reigns thing. What the fuck? The Tongans and Fatu all acknowledge Solo, and then we get to Paul Heyman, who is on the brink of freaking tears. Solo pulls out Roman's necklace, tells Heyman to acknowledge me. Heyman will not acknowledge Solo as his tribal chief. The crowd explodes. Solo immediately drops Paul with a Samoan spike. Fatu nails Heyman with a splash, and they finish Paul off with a fucking triple power bomb through the announce table. My God, he is 58 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up for all that. Roman's necklace placed onto Solo as the takeover is complete. Oh my goodness, that was friggin' awesome. Paul Heyman going on a hell of a long vacation after that bump. Damn. Great show right here in MSG. Money in the Bank qualifiers were really good. Opening and closing segments were great. Great show. And we move now to the land of AEW. Where are we? We're in Buffalo right here for Dynamite. We got MJF. He starts the show with a promo. Max cut off by hometown hero Danny Garcia, who wants to say nice things about Maxwell. Very nice. Garcia says losing to MJF motivated him to want to be more than just a background character. Max thanks Garcia and believes Danny has truly earned his spot in AEW. Max whooped Garcia's ass last time they fought. MJF knows Garcia has gotten a lot better, so he offers MJF a match versus MJF at All Out Wembley. God damn. Garcia at a loss for words. Out comes Will Ospreay. Ospreay, impressed by Garcia as well, offers up an international championship match to Danny. Wow. Garcia graciously accepts. MJF, looking pissed off, wishes Garcia good luck, and then he leaves. Yeah, awesome moment here for Danny Garcia. Truly is the grind of AEW. Great to see him earning opportunities in front of his home crowd. Yeah, nice moment. Thumbs up. Adding a little piece of drama as well with Ospreay kind of cutting off MJF and stealing his thunder. Yeah, good opening. We have the Trios tag match up next. It's BCC, Moxley, Claudio, and Yuta versus Teton, Shingo Takagi, and some other member of the LIJ, whatever. Shingo, great hot tag, taking out BCC by himself. Moxley, not happy, attacks with a steel chair, and the match is over. Solid Trios match, I guess, with a really lame finish. Tetsuya Naito appears, slowly removing his clothing. This pisses off Moxley, who charges Naito, and they get the brawl going. Meanwhile, Shingo is destroying Yuta with elbows to the head. Danielson shows up to stare down with Shingo. Yeah, just adding some more tension for Shingo versus Danielson and Naito versus Moxley for Forbidden Door. We get to Owen Hart Cup tournament action. Jay White with the Bullet Club Gold versus Rey Fenix. Referee, not having all the pandering to the crowd from both sides, ejects everybody from ringside. Fuck yeah. Thumbs up for that. Rey nails a nice frog splash, gets a near fall. Jay mean DDT and a brainbuster. Rey comes back with a nice counter into a pinfall, but can't catch White. Blade Runner by Jay pins Phoenix and advances in the tournament. Great second half to this match. Really nice counters and near falls. No shenanigans was also very refreshing. 7.5. We have Christian and the Patriarchy arrive, looking at the Trios Championships. Bullet Club invite them into the ring. Patriarchy leave. Just playing a little bit of mind games right here. All right. We got the Young Bucks. They announced they are adding their own wild card into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. They don't say who it is, but I'm guessing it's probably Jack Perry. We have the Acclaimed in the ring. They're cutting a promo on the Bucks, looking to capture AEW Tag Team Gold again. Okada and the Bucks interrupt, challenging the Acclaimed to a match at Forbidden Door. They also play a video of Tanahashi calling himself the Scissor Ace. That's just phenomenal. We have the challenge is accepted by the Acclaimed. All right. Mark Briscoe, he's backstage cutting a super hyper promo. Kyle O'Reilly gets in on that action this week. And yeah, pretty funny little moment right here. We have Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May in a trios match versus Saraya, Harley Cameron, and Anna Jay. May comes out with Mina performing a dance together instead of coming out with Toni, so a little more tension. Shirakawa and Toni arguing over who tags in. Mina nails a driver, pins Anna for the W. Lots of drama between Mina and Toni battling over Mariah's favor throughout the match. We get a champagne celebration that goes wrong when Mina tries to smash the champagne bottle over Toni's head, but instead nails Mariah, who is knocked the fuck out. Toni, furious, will probably end up going to jail this Sunday, assaulting Shirakawa because of that. Damn, I will say one of the strongest storylines they got going in AEW right now. I'm liking it a lot. Thumbs up, really good. We have TBS champion Mercedes Moné talking trash about Forbidden Door opponent Stephanie Vacour, looking to become 2 belts Moné. Oh yeah. We have the Learning Tree. They cut a promo. Angry Brian Keith was injured last week. Jericho says he's only here for the young guys. Jericho wants legendary Minoru Suzuki to be his partner at Forbidden Door. Suzuki answers with a hard no. Instead wants a one-on-one match with Jericho for the FTW title. Alright. Joe, Shibata, and Hook arrive, upsetting Jericho. Shibata using his phone to tell Jericho that he sucks, sending the crowd into a chanting frenzy. We have Jericho slaps Joe, which is a mistake. A brawl breaks out, advantage Team Joe. Yeah, pretty entertaining segment right here. We move on to Orange Cassidy. He's joining commentary for Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kyle O'Reilly. The Kingdom scouting O'Reilly as well. Awesome slap fight with Sabre on one foot. I mean, that was sick. Thumbs up. Sabre locks in a deep armbar. Kyle forced to tap out immediately. And yes, as expected, a very good technical match between some highly skilled technical wrestlers. 7.5 out of 10. The Stone Pitbull arrives to back up Orange Cassidy from the Kingdom. All right, cool little cameo there. We have main event action. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana and Will Ospreay versus Gates of Agony, Khan, and Leona. Gates blocked the tag, hit a double team slam on Swerve. Khan wicked avalanche jackhammer, like damn. Swerve stomps Leon hard to the ground. Ospreay accidentally kicks Swerve, but they're still cool. They super kick. They do a super kick Poison Rana combo. Hard for me to say. Oz Cutter, we get a near fall. Ospreay using the hidden blade picks up the win, and this is a great fast-paced tag team match. Some nasty bumps thrown in there. Banger. 8 out of 10. Ospreay snags Swerve's title again. This time Swerve ain't having it, kicks Ospreay in the face, and takes back his title. That's the end of the show. Good go-home Dynamite. Nice to see Garcia getting the love. Would have been better if he got a title match in his hometown, which I don't know. We'll have to wait until we get Collision. I forget what happened, but he did have a match in Buffalo. I don't think it was for the title. Anyway, really enjoying the Mina and Tony Storm storyline. Really interested to see how that one's going to play out at Forbidden Door. Ospreay and Swerve is going to be friggin' amazing. The Learning Tree segment was pretty alright. Suzuki, also great to see him. Really strong wrestling throughout, showcasing wrestlers that are going to be on the Forbidden Door card. 7.5 out of 10. Now we move on to Rampage, and we're kicking off this show with a 2-on-1 handicap match. It's Orange Cassidy versus the Outrunners. Orange posing off, upsetting the Outrunners, because they're all about posing off and stuff. Cassidy fires up, nails 2 orange punches for the W. Entertaining opening bout right here. Orange and the Outrunners, just a comedy match made in heaven, man. I would love to see these guys work together or something. That would be great. We have the Learning Tree. They have been booked for Forbidden Door, but won't reveal the details of their match. Thanks, guys. Gabe Kidd and Roderick Strong up next versus the Infantry. Infantry, nice scissor kick and a splash combo. Roddy jumping knee, Kidd hits a pile driver, and the Kingdom win. Good tag team match, nice fast combos from both squads. And this Gabe Kidd guy, I don't know where the fuck he came from. He's pretty jacked, he's pretty big, and I guess he's joined up here with the Kingdom. 7 out of 10, good little match. We have TNT ladder match qualifier. It's ELP, El Phantasmo, what's up, dog? Versus AR Fox. ELP, nice springboard Rana. Fox dives to the outside and nails a swanton dive, gets a near fall. Fox 450 splash connects. PLD kicks out of that. PLD leaping destroyer, super kick, and an underhook facebuster pins Fox and qualifies for the TNT ladder match. Hell yeah, PLD. He is awesome. Really nice to see him coming out of nowhere. Good back and forth match, 7 out of 10. We have Deonna Purrazzo trash-talking Hikaru Shida backstage. Probably end up having a match at some point. But first, we got Dalton Castles with the boys versus Shingo Takagi. Shingo suplexes Dalton onto the floor. How you doing? Castles fires up. Shingo slows Dalton's momentum with a gory bomb and a DDT. Takagi lariat and the Made in Japan takes out Castles. Really solid match right there. Dalton resilient effort, and Shingo just a badass. Main event time, it's Sky Blue versus Queen Aminata. Aminata hits a German into the apron, misses the hip attack, crashing into the steel steps. Blue suplexing Queen off of the steps. Aminata counters the Code Blue, nails a wicked headbutt, pins and wins. Yeah, well done, Queen and Aminata. Nice big win, solid performance, and a really solid main event. Blue, a sore loser, she attacks Queen after the match, and Red Velvet comes down to make the save. Solid Rampage this week, mostly good wrestling, very minimal storyline other than the TNT qualifying match, but yeah, not a bad Rampage. 6.5 out of 10. And now we have, Collision. They're in Buffalo. I'm pretty sure they were in Buffalo for every show this week. We're kicking off this one with Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii versus TMDK, Eagles, and Haste. We have Haste smashes Orange onto the apron behind the referee's back, and then Eagles nails a nice dive on Cassidy. We get a funny slam and the lazy elbow combo by Ishii and Orange. Cassidy reverse into a stun dog. Beach break, Orange Cassidy and Ishii win. Fun competitive match to open up the show. TMDK, impressive performance. These guys are pretty damn good. 7 out of 10. Hi guys, it's Jericho and the Learning Tree being douchers, telling people what to do and all that shit. I think they're focusing on wrist tape this time around. We got Stephanie Vacour versus Lady Frost up next. Mercedes Moné arrives to scout Vacour. Frost with the fancy handstand earns herself a kick right in the face from Vacour. How you doing? Frost tornado connects off of the top rope, gets a near fall. Vacour mean backbreaker puts away Frost for a big ol' momentum win before Forbidden Door. Solid match, Frost getting consistent airtime, which is very nice, and her matches are starting to get more competitive. Before she would, I wouldn't say get squashed, but pretty, beaten in pretty convincing fashion. She's getting more competitive. I like that. More Frost wins though, please. She could use a win or something every now and again. Vacour, good aggressive performance, and then Zeuxis attacks Moné after the match. Vacour joins in, also beating up Moné before their match at Forbidden Door. Up next, we got Serena Deeb versus Kelly Madan. Just a squash match, sadly, right here. Deeb wins with the Deeb Talks. Serena cuts a promo, claims she is the best, calls out anyone for a match to fight her that is on her level. Riho answers that call. Buffalo, nice little pop for the returning Riho. And yeah, that should most certainly be a quality match whenever they have it. Hi guys, it's Jericho again, telling people how to wash their hands. Jericho showing the branches what a Zamboni is. Hook, Joe, and Shibata hiding in a closet. They sneak attack the Learning Tree. They brawl out to the ring, and then Jeff Cobb appears out of nowhere. Yeets Hook across the ring. Joe and Cobb get into a hockey fight. Cobb slams Joe. Crowd goes wild for that. And Cobb, Jeff Cobb, looking like he is the newest branch for the Learning Tree. Pretty cool. We have Orange and Zack Sabre Jr. trash talking with each other backstage. Zack Sabre Jr., man, so eloquent with his words. Oh, just so British. We have Hechicero versus Kevin Blackwood up next. Hechicero gnarly knee in the corner, and a hammerlock swinging backbreaker. We get Hechicero unique submission, forces Blackwood to tap out, and Hechicero won't let the submission go, trying to send a message to MJF. Pretty good use of a squash match right here to build up MJF's opponent before Forbidden Door, because We don't know a lot about Hashiro. He's been in a handful of matches, mostly like squash-style matches, but yeah, this was a squash match as well, but yeah, really showing that this guy is a legitimate threat. We have the Patriarchy talking about winning all the Trios gold. Trios champions Bang Bang Gang arrive. Jay White talking mad trash to Christian, and Christian just completely shut up, has no response. Wow. Danny Garcia versus the Butcher up next. The Battle of Buffalo, both these men from Buffalo. Danny using a pile driver to put Butcher down for a big old W in his hometown. It's a good battle between the Buffalo wrestlers. Crowd showing lots of respect for Danny and the Butcher. Nice. 7 out of 10. We have Ospreay greeted by Don Callis and the family. Ospreay still not wanting Don's help, but he will take Kyle Fletcher's services for tonight. The Don allows this. We have AEW and Reebok. They are doing a Brody Lee shoe. All the proceeds are going to the Brody Lee family. I will say I'm not a shoe savant by any means, but it's a pretty nice looking shoe. It's purple, and yeah, I like it. I'm not going to buy it, but you guys should, though. We have Owen Hart Foundation tournament action. Hikaru Shida versus Deonna Purrazzo. Shida hammering Deonna with forearms, hits a running knee, gets a near fall. Deonna armbar locked in. Shida gets to the ropes. Shida nails Deonna with the katana for the W and advances in the tournament. Really good return match right here for Shida. Stiff match with Deonna, who's always up for the task. 7.5 out of 10. Deonna attacks Shida after the bell. Thunder Rosa runs down to make the save. We have Toni Storm. She delivers a monologue while standing on broken glass, I think it was. Rather interesting. Moving on, it's Trios tag team action. Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin, and Lio Rush versus Takeshita, ELP, and Jack Perry. Perry being a dick, he splashes fans with water and won't make the tag with ELP. Lio dives, and then Lio dives, then ELP dives, and then Dante dives. Lio and Dante back and forth frog splashes on ELP. Perry decides he's going to come in and wrestle now. He makes the save. Takeshita yeets Lio with a German suplex. Dante wicked top rope Rana. Takeshita hits a blue thunder bomb and a knee to the face to Dante to pick up the dub. Perry immediately smashes Takeshita with the TNT title. Hell breaks loose. Briscoe smashes bitches with a ladder. Briscoe huge swanton bomb off of the ladder, takes out everybody. That was awesome. Thumbs up. And yeah, a action-packed trios match. Dante was awesome. Perry being a dink was pretty entertaining, and always awesome to see ELP. 7.5 at the. We move now to the official weigh-in for Ospreay and Swerve, presented by Prince Nana. After the admittedly pointless weigh-in, Ospreay cuts a promo. Swerve says he's dressed like a businessman while he's wearing shorts. Like, what? What are you talking about? Anyway, Ospreay cracks the AEW champion with the hidden blade, dropping Swerve on his ass as the show ends. Good go-home collision heading into Forbidden Door. Some really good matches. Women's Owen Hart match and the men's trio match were standouts. Squash matches were used fairly decently. Couple entertaining segments. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for Collision. And now we'll go over and finish it off with the 3 stars. A little bit of a light week. We have no shoutouts, so we'll just head into the official 3 stars. 3rd star goes to Kyle O'Reilly versus Zack Sabre Jr. on Dynamite. Just a very awesome technical match. Lots of submissions and counters. Great transitions. Fuck yeah. 2nd star goes to LA Knight, versus Logan Paul versus Escobar. Triple threat match on SmackDown. Again, man, Logan Paul, just very impressive effort. Escobar and LA Knight, just a good combination. Really good match right there on SmackDown. The 1st star is going to Swerve and Ospreay versus Gates of Agony on Dynamite, a tag team match. I mean, it's Swerve and Ospreay, man, and Gates of Agony are a great tag team. They're huge, they're fast and powerful. Good enough for the 1st star this week. there you go, everybody. That is your weekly recap. I will have the Forbidden Door review done up as soon as I can. Just got to record it, bitches. So I'll have that one out as soon as I get that done. What did we do this week for the GamerCast? Did the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, so you can go over there and listen to that one. I've never played those games before, so it was my first experience with the Crash trilogy, and yeah, it's a pretty fun episode, so you should go check that one out. In terms of what else we got going on this week, the Hockey Cast is gonna be fucking nuts. We got the free agency is opening, the draft went down, Stanley Cup finals are over now, so you can go and listen to that episode. This upcoming Hockey Cast is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be talking about so many things, so be on the lookout for that one, hoping that drops on Wednesday. Upcoming GamerCast, I don't have anything planned, solidified yet, but I have a lot of things in the work. I got a Versus, I got, the GamerCast episode 100 is 2 episodes away. We got 99 and then 100, so I should try and do something special. I'm thinking just doing like my top 15 or 20 favorite games of all time. I would have loved to do my 100 favorite games of all time. That is a mighty task, and that would take a long time. So maybe another time, but let me know what you think I should do for episode 100 for the GamerCast. And next week for the WrestleCast is going to be also very insane. 2 pay-per-views, got Money in the Bank and NXT Heatwave. My wife and I are going to those shows. We'll be there live, so it's going to be like a live pay-per-view experience review, which are always a lot of fun. So yeah, it's going to be a hell of a busy week for myself here at the GX Plus Cast. So make sure y'all are following along. There's a Twitter page you can go follow along with where I put up announcements as best as I can. There is a email address where you can send in questions or just have a conversation. My door is always open. And of course, I upload all of these to the YouTube channel Gamer GX Videos. You can watch them there. Great place to drop a comment if you have any questions. I would love to answer your question live on the podcast about hockey, wrestling, video games. Send them on in. That would be a lot of fun. And there we go, everybody. Your WrestleCast is complete. Be on the lookout for the Forbidden Door review. And thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the GX Plus Cast. You are amazing. Another amazing month for the podcast. I just blown away with the numbers I'm seeing lately. So again, thank you so much for listening. New, old, doesn't matter. You're all awesome. You want to be even more awesome, make sure you're liking and reviewing the podcast. Maybe tell a friend or two and stuff like that. And yes, hope y'all are doing good, and we will be back again with some GX Plus Cast.